beginning this bulletin right from the Nyayo Stadium, where Kenya is today making history as a host of the 2026 HSBC World Rugby Sevens. Nairobi will host the opening leg of the 2026 HSBC World Rugby Sevens at Nyayo National Stadium, and the country becomes the second African nation after South Africa to host a leg of the World Rugby Sevens series. The tournament will bring together men's and women's national teams in separate pools under the Sevens 2 series, the newly created second tier of World Rugby's 3-level international sevens structure for the 2026 season. My name is Ibrahim Karanja, and right now we cross over to Gladys Midecha, who is at the Nyayo National Stadium. Following this for us, Midecha, good afternoon. What is the atmosphere like at the stadium? And this is a big deal for the country, isn't it?
Very good afternoon to you, Ibrahim Karanja. As you have rightfully put it, this is the biggest event happening in the capital city of Kenya, Nairobi, right now. It is the HSBC Sevens Division 2, and it has been a day that started as early as 8 a.m. and we're still going on here. Only the first 2 matches of the group have been played for some teams, and others are going to have to wait until later on. Currently going on right now is the women's team, Kenya Lionesses, taking on China, and it's not looking very good for the Lionesses as China is leading 15-0. Probably that's why you're not seeing a very big crowd behind me. But aside from that, let me tell you how the day started. China did open for us this 7th series here, and they lost to Argentina 2010. In the second game, it was Spain women taking on the South African women, and South Africa triumphed in a very narrow win of 14-12. In the third women's pool game, it was Kenya playing against Brazil, and they did win that game 15-12 with the tries from the likes of Janet Okello, Stella Wafula and Naomi Amugoni, giving Kenya the win in that game. That was the women's pools that started at 9 a.m. in the morning, and then later on at 10:10, the men did get onto the field where USA thrashed Uruguay, Belgium rather, 40-0, and then Germany beat Uruguay 19-14 in the second match, and then the Shujaa of Kenya beat Canada 29-12. That was their first match of this round-robin tournament. Now it's currently ongoing right now, and in the second women's pool game, it is all about Argentina winning their second game, beating Spain 19-17. So as you can tell, this is what is happening here. People are just going to be passing by, so you're going to get used to it. And then in the second pool game for the women, Brazil have caused probably what is the upset of this tournament, beating South Africa women 12-0. Now, as I told you, currently going on is Kenya versus China. It's not looking very good, but we have a fan here who's going to be telling us all about his experience. Let me just invite him to join us. Please come. And then he'll tell us how he's feeling this rugby experience. Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to NTV. Maybe you can start by telling us your name and tell us about this whole HSBC experience and how you feel to be here today.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Kibiwot Cheriot. I'm a rugby player, and being here, it's extremely good. We thank the HSBC for giving us a local circuit, and it's a wonderful experience. Apart from the heat, we're having a good fun.
It's all about good fun. This is the biggest rugby tournament we've had in Kenya, and it's really a big deal. How do you feel when you see, we talk about the Kenyan corner when we go out there, but here it has just come home. How do you like the atmosphere?
The atmosphere is amazing, especially being on a Valentine, so people are out here in numbers. And I think this is the biggest crowd we've had in rugby for a very long time. Yeah, and we thank the management. Organization is good. We are having a lot of fun.
Well, it seems like people are having a lot of fun here. Ibrahim, what's your prediction? How do you think the Shujaas and the Lionesses will do?
For the Lionesses, we will be in the finals. For Shujaa, we're in the finals, and we're bringing the cup home. We must win this one.
It's coming home. The England fans say it's coming home. So it's go Shujaa from here at the Nyayo National Stadium. As you've heard from the fan here, he's absolutely excited. The atmosphere is absolutely electric. And I'm telling you, this is how it's going to be today and tomorrow. At the end of the day, it is all about selling Kenya on Kenyan soil. And if my camera person Maureen can just show you what is happening around, it is absolutely colorful here. There's so many things that have been going on. And I mean, it's food, entertainment, people just coming to the village, being able to get the whole atmosphere. They are doing a whole lot of things here. It's food, rugby action, a bit of music, a bit of everything that is happening here. This is the place to be. But if you don't have a ticket, please do not come, because the security out here is absolutely tight. If you have an online ticket, yes, you can come. If you can't, just go to any of these watch parties that are everywhere around Nairobi, and you can be able to watch these games. So as you can see, fans are still streaming in their large numbers. This village is absolutely electric. The atmosphere here is fun. I'm wondering if I'm going to be able to come back to the office later on, but it's absolutely amazing. As I told you earlier on, currently going on is China versus the Kenya Lionesses. That game is currently on 15-7. The stadium has been painted in all Kenyan colors. It is red, white, black, and everyone is singing in the Kenyan corner. Right now, what is currently going on in the stadium is the Kenya Lionesses taking on on China. Very tricky game, a very hard affair. Looks like Kenya is trying to have a comeback, but the current scores are currently 15-7 in favor of the Chinese ladies. Interesting scenes going on here. Next game will be the men's pool. Kenya will be taking on Belgium at 1:52 p.m. Kenya will be hoping to get their second win. That is the Kenya Shujaa. That's the men's team. It's going to be hoping to get their second win of this tournament. Now, this is what it's all about. If I can just tell you that what this means is that they have to try and finish top 4. Both teams, the Shujaa and the Lionesses, they have to try and finish top 4 in this tournament, because after this they go to Montevideo in Uruguay and then finish in Sao Paulo, where the first 4 teams will be able to get promotion to the first division. It's a big deal here. Everything is at stake. And in that first game, Patrick Odongo was absolutely outstanding, with Nigel Amaita also doing an excellent job. Patrick Odongo did score 2 tries. Nigel Amaita scored 2 tries. And they managed also to get conversions in that first game against Canada. So it was a massive win. Now the Kenya Lionesses have just concluded their second game. Not very good news for the Kenya Lionesses. They've just lost that match. 15-12, narrow loss. So now they'll have to work hard in their third and final game of the day, which is against our very bitter rivals, South Africa. It's going to be a tough match that they're going to be taking on at around 3 p.m. Let me give you the exact time. It's actually going to be at 3:48 p.m. That's when the Kenya Lionesses are going to be taking on the South African Springbok ladies. And it's going to be a very tough match. They will need to win in that game, having lost their second game. It's a bit balanced right now for the Kenyan ladies. The scoreline is what matters now when it goes down to the points, because they've lost by a very small margin here. A lot of interesting things that are going to be decided here. So they have to make sure that at least they finish within the top 4. This is a round robin format, so everything is at stake. No one is safe. You have to ensure that you're getting all your maximum points. And even as people are, being happy, being celebratory in this Valentine mood, the Valentine atmosphere is being overshadowed by the rugby atmosphere, or rather they can say they're sharing it a little bit, so to speak. Right now, the match that is currently going on is the men's pool matches have just started, and it is Uruguay going to be taking on USA. The match is currently going on. Remember, USA won their first game 40-0, coached by former coach Kenyan coach, Mike Friday. It's going to be interesting to see how Kenya versus USA is going to be turning out. But that game is tomorrow. Today, it is all about day one of the HSBC Sevens Division 2 matches. Now, earlier on, I spoke to KRU director Leslie Mwangale on how this tournament has been organized, what it means for Kenya, and what impact it's going to have. Remember, we also have a local circuit that goes on here in Kenya. That is the 7th circuit. Starts in June, and then later on in the year in October we'll have the Safari Sevens. But us hosting this and making it big and making it count and it being sold out is an absolutely big deal. And just to hear it from the KRU point of view and how they got things right and what happened for them to be able to make this successful is a very, very big deal. So when you look at this crowd here, it just tells you the number of organizational hours it took to make this successful. From security to ensuring that people are getting food, to ensuring that, everything is running on smoothly on a busy weekend like the Valentine's weekend. I think all you can say that it is an absolute success. You can see people people coupling, and they're looking amazing. They're actually looking amazing. They're looking wonderful here at the Nyayo National Stadium. Everyone is looking at their seat, and I can tell you, Ibrahim, inside the stadium it is absolutely packed. There's no Kenyan corner. It is the Kenyan Stadium. So right now it is all about the HSB Sevens currently going on here at the Nyayo National. Remember, this is a 2-day event. Today is day one. Tomorrow we will know who will have finished top in this series. Crucial points. Next month it's all about as you can see, the fans are happy here, Ibrahim. It's all about two people. And I can see guys have come here. Probably they want to be interviewed. They can tell us their names and, their experience here. Maybe you can start by telling us your name. Just look at the camera there because right now you're live on NTV. How is the experience for you guys?
It's amazing. We're enjoying ourselves. The HSBC is a fine tournament. Yeah, quite tough, but it's cool. We're enjoying ourselves.
Let's bring it home, man.
Yeah. Well, the Lionesses have just lost their second game against China. Tough contest. How do you feel about that? Do you think they'll recover against SA having lost to Brazil?
Everyone who wants to win, man, has to go through losses, man. Yeah. It happens. We believe they will overcome it. They will overcome it. Yeah.
Well, what do you think about the Shujaa? First game, tough, 29-12 against Canada. Got a bit of a scare, but they managed. Patrick Odongo, exceptional performance alongside Nigel Amaita.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Odongo is a good player, and we appreciate it for that. So he'll keep on shining. Yeah, this is a tournament that it leads to exposure. So everything's going to be fine.
Yeah, we also see the hard work they give, and we really appreciate it. Shout out to them. And we see the work, man, and we're grateful that they can put us on the flag.
So you guys tell me, what songs have you been chanting in the stadium? Because, you can tell me, because we know about the Kenya corner, but now it's the Kenyan Stadium. Any songs you guys have been chanting about inside there?
There were new there for KU. Yeah, the Kenyan Kanayo. Yeah. Kenya is all about good vibes,
vibes, man.
Yeah.
Well, there you've had it from the fans. It was all about Anguka Nayo. It was about everything, a little bit of everything going on here in the stadium. And as I said earlier, I did speak to KRU director Leslie Mwangale, people who've worked behind the scenes to make sure that this tournament is successful. And this is what he had to say.
Very, very impressed. As you can see, the turnout is massive. Big shout out to Kenyans for coming through to support. The games, the quality of games is very, very high. The level of organization is also top notch. So kudos to everyone that is involved in planning this event.
This is one of the biggest events that has ever been held in Africa. Apart from South Africa, Kenya has now had the privilege. And you've shown as KRU that you have the capacity to do this kind of tournament. What does this mean now for rugby, for Kenyan rugby and, world rugby at large?
This is massive for us as Kenya Rugby. It just goes to show the level of preparations that we've put into this tournament. It goes to show the level of quality that we have at the secretariat level, and KRU is ready. KRU is ready for our partners. We also want to shout out to our partners who've really come in a big way for us, just to make sure that this tournament is a success.
Now it's the Kenyan Stadium and the fans have come out in numbers for tournaments like, now our rugby and Safari Sevens. What will this mean? Because this is just another level of Kenyan love that we are seeing here.
Yeah, this is massive for us. I mean, this creates momentum for us, even as we go on to our other products, such as the circuit, which is coming up in June, and the Safari Sevens in October. This is good momentum for us because now we get to showcase what we can actually do, and our partners can actually see the level of preparation that goes into this and the level of support that we actually need to be able to make rugby the #1 sport in Kenya. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about how the game so far, it's been absolutely electric. The level of competition here in Div 2 seems to be tighter and tighter, and it's growing stronger every day. But so far, so good from the Kenyan outfits.
Yeah, a good show out for our Lionesses against Brazil. We've been able to take it. Shujas against Canada at home soil. We've been able to take it. So we're taking it a game at a time. The boys and girls are prepared well. We had 2 camps. Shujas went to South Africa for their camp. Lionesses went to Spain. So our boys and girls are well prepared, and we're expecting to take this tournament here at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate. All the best to you guys. Hi, how are you?
Good.
What's your name?
My name is Emma.
Hi, Emma.
Hi.
How is the whole rugby experience for you today? This is the first time we're having such a big event. How is it?
The atmosphere is very good. Of course, we have the people with the foods, the stands, people selling shirts.
Well, there you have it, Ibrahim Karanja. That is what the KRU director had to say about this amazing tournament. We'll have this and more on day 1 of the HSBC Sevens series from the Nyayo National Stadium. For now, let us enjoy more rugby action and a bit of entertainment. Back to you, Ibrahim.
Well, thank you very much, Gladys Midecha from the Nyayo National Stadium. Gladys, with that kind of energy and vibe, you make some of us who are in studio wish that we were not news anchoring and that we were sports journalists who would be at the stadium to follow this rugby action. But away from rugby,